Put yourself in the
pleasure of Gevalia Cafe yourself. Call 1-800-497-5298. We'll deliver 2 boxes of our fine European coffee, plus a thermal carafe coffee maker. We'll even include a stainless steel travel mug. If you enjoy Gevalia, we'll send more whenever you like. 2 boxes of freshly sealed Gevalia, the thermal coffee maker and mug, delivered to you for just $19.95 with no further obligation. Call 1-800-497-5298. Gevalia Cafe. Always a pleasure to come home to.
Tonight at 8 p.m., brace yourself for storm stories. A tornado rages through a neighborhood.
It's coming toward our house.
See for yourself the awesome power.
I remember a sound like an explosion.
Plus, sheets of ice 4 inches thick.
I realized that something major was coming.
Relive the most destructive natural disaster in Canada's history.
People were actually suffering from hypothermia.
Watch a new series from the Weather Channel, Storm Stories, tonight at 8 Eastern and Pacific.
Storm Stories, tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s.
Watching the Weather Channel. Live by it. Coming up next on Weather Center, temperatures, they are changing. The numbers you see on the map are the differences between temperatures today and temperatures the same time yesterday.
And kind of a messy drive home in New York City. We've had light snow for several hours now. That will shortly be tapering off. It will be a chilly night tonight and just a bit warmer through the day tomorrow. We'll talk about that forecast coming up in just a few minutes. And a beautiful city, New York City. I haven't been there in a very, very long time, but very nice and a lot of fun.
It is. It's a fun city. Love to go there.
A little intimidating.
It is a little intimidating, I have to say. But boy, it's an exciting town.
Yeah, no question. Hello and welcome to Weather Center. I'm Carl Parker.
And I'm Christina Abernathy.
We're going to start you off with Pittsburgh, and snowy conditions in Pittsburgh have caused a number of serious accidents on the highways. Close to 2.5 inches of snow have fallen since last night. That brings the total to around a half a foot. Temperatures have stayed below freezing, keeping the snow from melting, of course. And overnight tonight, you'll see lows in the upper teens, cloudy skies, and fairly breezy conditions as well. Do be very careful if you're going to be out and about tonight. There's the current scenario in the east. A couple of areas of low pressure around the northeast and the mid-Atlantic region, and the front trailing back into Texas. We'll start you off in the northeast, and we've had light snow today in Boston, in Hartford, in Providence, and it will be tapering off shortly, probably a couple of inches by the time it's all said and done. That should be just about it. Again, the snow just about ready to taper off here in New York City. Nothing going on in Philly now. And in D.C., we had some light freezing rain earlier today that changed over to rain in the afternoon, and that rain is now working eastward across Kent Island and through the Chesapeake Bay here, Ocean City, and that will be moving out later on tonight. Although we could see more rain tomorrow in southeastern parts of Virginia, as that entire area is only very slowly going to shift towards the east. Not a bad day tomorrow in the Northeast, a chilly day, but not as cold as it was earlier in the week, that's for sure. 32 in Boston, 37 in Philly, and 33 for your high tomorrow in Pittsburgh. In the southeast, wet weather here along our front, and in fact, this is the wettest weather that we've seen in some time. It's been a little while since the Gulf has really opened up. We've got light rain now, anywhere from Raleigh and Fayetteville on westward towards Charlotte and Greenville, Spartanburg. And then farther westward, moderate rain showing up now west of Atlanta and into east central parts of Alabama. So certainly a difficult drive home tonight in Atlanta and also in Birmingham and Montgomery. And then much farther westward, we have just a little bit of heavier rain and some thunder southwestern Mississippi and central parts of Louisiana. So maybe a little bit of noisy weather from time to time. But for the most part, it's going to be plain old rain. There's your precip forecast. And again, that boundary moving only very slowly tomorrow. So wet weather early on in Atlanta and also in New Orleans, and then into the afternoon in the Carolinas. 45 in Charlotte, 76 in Orlando ahead of that boundary, 48 in Memphis, and about 56 tomorrow in Dallas, Texas. How about the West? Christina?
Well, we are watching some unsettled weather in the west. We've got rain, and we do have a bit of mountain snow, and then we're going to watch some showery conditions in the northwest as we go into the evening hours. As this front pushes in, behind it we'll see showery weather. But then another system is approaching by tomorrow evening, and that's going to bring even more messy weather for you. Right now, though, plenty of soggy conditions in Washington and in Oregon. And again, we are seeing some snow in some areas, too. But not so around Portland, just soggy weather here, and that extends down towards Salem, so the drive along I-5 is going to be pretty messy for you. And then farther northward, Seattle, getting reports of light rain in the area, but Stampede Pass, you've got some light snow. So we'll look for rain and in some of the highest elevations here in the Cascades, a bit of snow. But the heaviest rain we think in southwestern Oregon, or actually northwestern Oregon and southwestern Washington. Temperatures in the mid-40s around Seattle and Portland, mid-50s in San Francisco, and you're in the 60s in Los Angeles and in San Diego. And it looks like another warm day across the southwest. 79 with lots of sunshine in LA and 81 and sunny skies in Phoenix. No sunshine for you in the northwest, though. It's just going to be rainy here in Seattle and Portland. Once again, you'll get up into the 50s, but you'll definitely need the umbrellas because the rain is not going to be ending. In the Midwest, things are really pretty quiet here. High pressure is in control, and we are not dealing with much precipitation at all. But we are dealing with some cool weather. 14 in Minneapolis, 24 in Chicago, 23 in Des Moines, and 28 in St. Louis. But with a little bit of a breeze, it feels even colder. The wind chills are pretty low here across Minnesota and the Dakotas. 8 below is what it feels like in Fargo, 3 below in International Falls, and 2 is your wind chill in Minneapolis. Tomorrow you'll expect a high of 33, 34, the expected high in Chicago. Well, we are looking at more wet weather across the southeast for your Thursday morning. And then on the northern fringes of this is where we could see a wintry mix of precipitation, some snow, and maybe at times some icy precipitation too. So look out North Carolina, Virginia for that. In the west, another system approaches. That means more rain and getting the chance for some higher elevation snow. And then another little system dropping down into the northern plains, and that is going to mean the chance for some snow showers and maybe a rain-snow mix on the southern fringes. So look out in the Dakotas and over into Minnesota for that. And you can see the wet weather continues across western Washington, western Oregon, although we could see some snow, especially into Idaho and into Montana. Again, the precipitation amounts, we'll see the heaviest rain in the southeast, right in a stripe here from Louisiana up into the Carolinas, rain and snow in the northwest. And our temperatures, pretty chilly across the northeast overnight, single digits and teens and below zero in some areas. And a quick check of those highs shows a cool day in the northeast, but it's looking pretty warm through the central states. Stay with us.
For itchy patches of dry winter skin, moisturizers can't always cut it. Try Cortisone 10 Plus. Among these, only Cortisone 10 Plus has 10 moisturizers, plus the power of Cortisone 10 to stop itch and help heal. Try Cortisone 10 Plus.
At just 5 cents a minute, IDT Long Distance has always had the best flat rate plan available. Now, there's proof. An independent analysis of the long distance industry by the Wall Street Journal gave IDT Long Distance the thumbs up and AT&T, Sprint, and MCI the thumbs down. They rated IDT better than AT&T, better than Sprint, and better than MCI. IDT got the highest rating for straightforward billing, great international rates, and the lowest state-to-state long distance. Just 5 cents a minute. In fact, apples to apples, your telephone bill will be the lowest with IDT versus AT&T, Sprint, and MCI. Make the switch to IDT Long Distance and see for yourself why IDT received the thumbs up, the highest rating from the Wall Street Journal. 5 cents a minute, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. IDT Long Distance. No one does it for less.
Look, Roy, Jimmy's emailed us pictures from camp.
Way to go, Jimmy. That's my boy.
Hey, it's a picture. 800 Lux Air. Lux Air. Setting the